Life is a final part, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go. बोलो wherever, whenever, whatever we are, we 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We will be concluding the first chapter of Sanatsujatiyam. So, let us take a review of this particular text from Mahabharata. See, there are two aspects in our personality. One is matter and second is the consciousness. Matter is Prakriti, consciousness is Purusha. And Prakritim Purushashchaiva Vidyanadi Ubhau. Both of them are Anadi. They are called as Anadi. Anadi means beginningless. Why beginningless? They are not created. When we see a child ask a question, hey, what is your date of birth? Means what? He was not there earlier. Now he is born. So, is this the way we are? That there was a time where we were not there and now we are born. Therefore, Purusha, the truth is uncreated, Anadi. Now, if the Purusha is Anadi, his potentiality is also Anadi. If the fire is without beginning, the burning ability is also without beginning. Therefore, this word Anadi is meant for both the Purusha and the Prakriti. First principle. Now, there is a third thing. Matter is not influenced by anything. Like, take for example, fire. Whether you burn the fire in front of Bhagavan, it doesn't become holy. If the fire is used for burning a dead body, it doesn't become unholy. Whether the fire is Jataragni for digestion, it doesn't become great. See? So, fire being a principle does not have any variation. Therefore, there is no problem in matter, there is no problem in Purusha. Where is the problem? When the Purusha expresses through the matter, that expression is mistaken as real. And that mistaken identity is the one who suffers in life. How important it is. Therefore, out of great compassion for us, God creates a situation in our life, as was created in the life of Dhritarashtra. He knew his son is going the wrong way, but he is unable to get out of that attachment and giving a status of reality to his son and the kingdom. And then when the war was over, all the Kauravas were killed, then he started thinking, what next? So when so many people died, they were killed, now probably I will also die. Therefore, the first step on the spiritual path, or particularly Vedanta, is this. When we hear the news of anybody's death, when we see somebody died, if that type a thought passes in our mind, one day we also have to die, then we have not studied Vedanta even 1%. So when he was thus frustrated, so just to cool him down, Vidurji gave him a lot of information, knowledge. That is called Vidur Niti. How to live in this world, Vidur Niti. Live in this world in such a manner that you are not a problem for others and others are not a problem for you. When we are not problem for others, we do not have ownership on anything or anybody. When we exercise ownership, we have expectations. See? Is it not expected that when the old man is there, the other should give food to him? Expectation. This is one thing that happens. And when that expectation fails, then the frustration begins. Therefore, when we are living in this world and take this world and our body, etc., as real, samsara is bound to be. And in all that, when it was told, then Dhritarashtra started thinking. Up to this point, he was not thinking, he was reacting. What is the difference between thinking and reaction? Or worrying and contemplation? Both are thoughts. Worry is a thought process by which we get entangled in our own thinking process. And contemplation is a thought process by which we are liberated from our thinking mess. So, Vidurji gave him the second time. And this is how he heard so many things and then, oh God, you know so many things. Is there something still much more you know which I do not know? And then Vidurji says, yes, there is no death. This is how the whole topic begins. Now, if we take our spiritual life, what are the aspects involved? There are 4 aspects involved. One is karma, second is upasana, third is yoga, fourth is knowledge. Now, when we do karma, what for we do the karma? Do we do anything to become miserable? See? I want to get married. Why? I want to become miserable. Because everybody is miserable here. I am the only happy. I don't know. I want to be a common person. No. So, whatever we do it for getting happiness. But net result is, it is just a dream. Because the karma and the karma phala is not independent. See? The doer, the way of doing, the karma phala data, Ishvara Anugraha, all these things put together become the result of the karma phala. So that which is dependent on so many factors, how it can give you a perfect result. Therefore, what is to be done? Ishvara arpitam nechaya kritam mukti sadhakam chitta shodhakam. When the karma is done, Ishvara arpitam. Whatever is done, it is done as an offering to the Lord. Now, what is the meaning of offering to the Lord? If we are to do puja in our house, gods, do we take the leftover tissue paper to wipe the god after the bath? Do we give the naivedya? और कल का ये था फ्रिज में है यार कुछ निकालो ना दे दो भगवान. No, everything fresh, clean. So whenever we do anything, Ishvara Arpitam, it is an offering to the Lord. What is that? wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Why to do this thing? Nechaya Krutam. Friends, we all struggle to get happiness through action. Our scriptures tell, don't do that. Then let every action be an expression of happiness. You will not wait for the karma phala. But normally what happens? We do something so that I will get happiness. And every karma, every action has a different gestation length. Some of the karma give the phala immediately. Some of them give at a longer distance. Many hours or years pass. And after that, oh God, I have done so much for my children to see this particular day suffer. See, friends, therefore, karma is given not to get entangled in this world, to get out of this world. But this is what we do not do. Now, second thing, we do upasana. Now, what is the upasana? Upasana is also keeping the mind disciplined, keeping the mind single-pointed. See? So, our condition is, we want to do something, but mind doesn't cooperate. We want to do the japa, then what happens? Ram, 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 Ram. Mind is not available. We want to read Bhagavad Gita. I have read it so many times, nothing has happened. I don't think anybody gets anything out of it. Mind will not cooperate. For that, upasana is done so that the mind is available, and such an available mind can be employed in for something higher. Second path. So, karma for purification of the mind, upasana for single-pointedness of the mind, yoga. Yoga is for disciplining the life. So, three things. Karma for purification of the mind, upasana for single-pointed of the mind, yoga for disciplining the life. What is for all these three? These are all working on the mind. Karma is done by the mind through the body. Upasana is done by the mind through the speech. Yoga is done on the mind to discipline it. So when you do pranayam, what happens? So these things we have to learn and understand. When we do pranayam, what happens? We are sitting quiet and remain aware of the breathing in and breathing out. Don't do that. Only be aware breathing is happening. So what is happening actually? Breathing is Kriya Shakti, and you are aware of that breathing, it is Jnana Shakti. Without creating thoughts. When thought is created, there is an object. But we are not thinking or doing anything. Breathing is happening, we are not doing breathing. So with that undoing or not doing principle of life, we fix our mind. Then, because there is no effort involved in breathing, there is no I born. I am breathing, this notion never comes. Breathing happens. And we simply remain aware of this breathing. Whether eyes open or what, sitting or lying down, doesn't matter. So, all these three paths are meant to work on the mind. So that mind is pure through karma, mind is single-pointed through upasana, mind is available to us through the yoga. Three. Now the fourth path. The mind because of which we are suffering so much. Where is that mind? What is that mind? We have taken the mind for granted. Manasem tu kim? This mind that you are troubling, I want to do this, I want to purify the mind, or single pointed. What is the mind? Mind is mind. When you inquire what is the mind, manasam tu kim margane krute, when you inquire what is the mind, naiva manasam, mind disappears. When mind disappears, samsara disappears. Then the question comes, what is mind? Then we are told, mind is an interaction between the knower and the known. Further, known are many, knower is one. I know her, I am one. I know him, I am the same one. There are not two knowers when we know two persons. So I know the table, I am the same. I know the camera, I am the same. So what is the conclusion? Known are many, but knower is one. Who is this knower? I. See? So what is the mind? Mind is I. Then further inquiry, path of knowledge. Who is this I? See? The one who is doing something, who is disturbed, who wants something, who is miserable, he is the I. So find out, who is this I? Ayam aham kuto bhavati chinvataha. See? Aipatatyam nija vicharanam. Where you inquire, this I am very disturbed, very good. Now find out who is disturbed. I. Who is this I? I am husband to my wife, okay. So who is disturbed? Are you disturbed because of the office? No. Are you disturbed because of traffic? No. Then you are disturbed because of the wife. So who is disturbed? Husband is disturbed. Now find out. Ayam aham kuto bhavati. Where is this aham? Where is this husband? Then you come to know the one husband who is disturbed does not exist. Are patati aham. The I disappears, dies away. And what remains? The man, Paramapurna Sat. So these are the four paths. In the first three, we are accepting mind as a reality. And in the fourth, we discard the very existence of the mind. Therefore, till such time we get influenced by whatever experiences are happening, we are still at the level of the mind. And it is for this purpose we go to sleep, meaning what? The mind is dissolved. Bhagavad Gita, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagarti Sanyami. That reality to which all the world is sleeping, to that reality the wise man is awakened. See? And to that world to which the ignorant people are awakened, while a wise man is sleeping. Dunya aisi hoti, don't worry about it. This is how these are the four paths indicating, taking us to the reality. The first three paths are Prakriti Pradhan. And the second one is the Purusha Pradhan. So what is to be done now to conclude? Prakriti is bound to have Vikruti. You cannot stop. See? Then find out whose Prakriti it is. See? Can we try to stop the waves appearing on the surface of the sea? No. Then what is to be done? Focus attention on the water, not on the waves. In the same manner, instead of getting disturbed by things and beings, achievements and failures, instead of that, focus attention to whom these are, to I. Who is this I? Then we come to know this I who is disturbed doesn't exist. This was the technique our Upanishad, Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana has told us. So in that the conclusion is there is no death. So Dhritarashtra asks, how it is possible there is no death? And then he goes on arguing. We are told that when a person does good karma, he is born in a good family. He does bad karma, he is born in a bad family. Shuchi nam Shrimatam gehe yoga vrashto vijayate athava yogi nam eva kule bhavati dhimatam. You say there is no death. How do you think the scriptures are wrong? And we are told if you do this upasana, if you do this thing, you will go to the Vaikuntha, you will go to the Kailash. And you say there is no death. Only after death only one goes to Kailash, etc. How can I accept? And in reply to that, this Sanatsujatiyam begins. Get a complete picture. And in that, what we have seen, first of all, our Dhritarashtra's status of mind. His status of mind was, he was frustrated because of the mass killing of his son in 18 days. Thereafter he asked this question. Before that he never asked. See friends, therefore the principle is, any event which will turn our thinking process to the self is Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nam in our life. How can the Vishad be yoga? Is there in Patanjali Darshan a tragedy yoga? Vishad is tragedy. Tragedy darshan, tragedy yoga. What are you doing? I am going through tragedy yoga. See, what is the tragedy yoga? Because of the tragedy, our mind now changes its journey from the dog word to the God word. How important it is. Had there been no problem created by Bhagavan Krishna in the first chapter of Gita, Arjuna would never have asked anything. He came there only to fight. And this is how one of the most important principles for a spiritual seeker, particularly who are studying Vedanta, etc., know for certain that every event in our life is a rocket shot to change the direction of our life. So, what was the event that has changed the direction of thinking of Dhritarashtra? Eradication, Narasamhar, so many people were. And this is what we come to know in the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. And therefore, Vidurji says, I cannot tell you, but my Guru Sanat Kumarji will tell. And then Sanat Kumarji start telling. Yes, there are some people, they say there is death, some say there is no death, some say this is that, that is death. But if you ask me, Pramadam vai mrityur bravimi, Pramada is the death. Now what is the Pramada? Pramada is non-recognition of our own divine nature, is the Pramada. Who can help us? Now to know that I am a man, what I have to do? Do I have to kill my parents? Do I have to kill my relations? Do I have to go into the forest? No. Only the burden that I am holding as real, that I have to unburden, that's it. Because all of them come into existence only after body identification. When there is no body identification, none of the problems of this world exist. So what will be the real spiritual practice? Withdraw from body identification. This is the path of knowledge. But then argument, but in our scriptures it is told Dhritarashtra. It is told, people should do good karma, you'll go to the heaven and all that. Yes, it is told, but for whom? We must be clear, there are so many things, like if you go to Delhi, in the marriages, they are trying to show their riches. So each thali, they have the contract with the supplier. Each thali, a plate, will cost 2,000, 3,000 rupees. Why? Because there are so many varieties of foods. Dozens of vegetables, dozens of papad, dozens of chutney, dozens of sweets, and so many types of rice. So much huge. Now, why this is given so much? You choose what suits you. But we are Indian. We go with a parat, not with a plate. We go with a parat and take everything. And come on, it is given a choice to you. You don't have to take everything. See, friend. And then we complain, आज जरा ज़्यादा ही हो गया, खाते हो तो कहाँ जाएगा? Same way, in our life, so many experiences are given to us. But you decide whether you want to learn from that or you want to react in that. See? Therefore, the principle which I told you, real Guru is our every single experience. If we cannot learn from our experiences, even God cannot teach us. So what is the experience? Our experience is to whatever we have given importance, that becomes the source of disturbance. If somebody's child has done something wrong, what is our interaction? These days children have become so uncontrolled. The society is going to dog. We become philosopher. But when our child, then we become miserable. And from this we don't learn. Because as much importance we give to other children, that much importance are we giving to our children? No. It is multi-million times. And then we expect, why my children are like, one lady, in the morning she, in my place she came. She said, Swamiji, the world is so horrible. I said, look here, I have not created, don't disturb. Then she said, my neighbor, she came and gave you sweets. Yes, so? Are you vigilance officer or what? No, she gave sweets. You know why? I said, yes. Her son came in immediately, so she came and gave. That is what I want to tell you. What? Do you know why she gave you that? I said, because her son came in merit list. No. Because my son failed, therefore. What ladies can think, even Brahmaji cannot think. Why think like this? See? Cannot think straight. And then further question. But Swamiji, why this happens? Other people's children are coming in merit and my son failed 4 times. Why this happened? Where is God? I said, look here, think properly. What? If you sow the seeds of a chili plant, will the tomato come to that? What do you mean by that? I said, thank you. You have not understood. See, friends, this was the condition of Dhritarashtra. Argument, argument, argument. Our Upanishad says, Na prishtaha kasyachit bruyat, na cha anyayena cha pruchataha, janan apihi medhavi jadavallokam acharet. We are not obliged to answer every question in this world. I don't know. Unnecessarily we get involved. Our direction should be only Godward, not dogward. And therefore, our scriptures have to help every type of person. So those who are body oriented all the time, for them scriptures do yoga. See? Those who are all the time activity oriented, they are told, yes, you do the karma. See? Karma yogena yoginam, jnana yogena sankhyanam. Because there are different types of people in this world. So depending upon the type of the disease, the medicine is given. See? It is not like in many old houses, the old ladies, they have got only one medicine. Whatever may happen to anybody, beta come, I'll give you. What is that? Sutsekar Butti. For them, it is a Mahamantra. Anything. So, depending upon the person, the scriptures help us to go. Thereafter, then the third type of people, they are very emotional, constantly crying. Then they say, go to the temple and cry. And when we go to temple and cry, all our gods are happy. बेवकूफ आ गया. Friends. So, different types of people, different types of spiritual practices given. Now, all the spiritual practices, karma, upasana and yoga, it is meant for purification of the mind. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham, aikagryatham upasanam, mokshartham brahma vijnanam, iti vedanta dindima. So when we are thus purified our mind, meaning what? Now nothing disturbs our mind. He will say, okay, doesn't matter. Why worry? Don't get disturbed. Never justify your disturbance because of anybody or anything in this life. Your whole life will change. For us, somebody tells something and we get disturbed. No, let them say, who cares? I know what I am. I am not great because you tell, and I am not dumb because you tell. I know what I am. This is the most important principle. Therefore, whether we do karma or upasana or yoga, we come to a point of we become a disturbance proof. Nothing in this world disturbs us. कोई निंदो कोई वंदो कोई कैसे कहो रे राम सांगे प्रीत बांधी होत जैसे हो रे. Whole Mahamantra is this only. Now, when this is practiced, then we come to a point. Then what is the ultimate? Jnanad evato kaivalyam. Then only way is you have to discover who you are. See? And in this manner, Sanat Kumarji tells our Dhritarashtra that all other things are okay, but now at this stage, focus attention on your own divine nature. And what is that? First, in old age, samsara is when I am going to die. See, old people suffer not because of anything. They suffer inside only because of the fear of death. Now for that, various things are told in our scriptures. Now one thing is, when you die, you are born in another body. Meaning what? You never die. But why we take that the death as real? Because we have taken ourselves to be a body. What is the body living the life? Or the jiva, soul, or the mind is living the life? My friends, this will be the day of celebration in our life when we come to this conclusion. Nothing happens to body, everything is happening only to the mind. And the mind we have to mind. That we don't. The mind is with reference to the body alone can it think. If you give away the reference of the body, the mind has no purpose to think. Like example I gave you, we are inside the hall and car is outside the hall. So inside, outside, what is the reference? The walls. See, I suffer inside. My children are outside. Where is inside, outside? Body identification. See, friends. Therefore, we have to again and again work on this thing. Then everything happens only to the mind. And second thing, whatever is included in the mind, that only becomes the source of misery for us. So, how the things are included? Because we have given value positive or negative to the mind. When we give positive value, it is called a raga or attachment. When we give the negative value, it is called as the hatred or the dvesha. See? There is one lady, she is now very old. In Calcutta, it happened many years before. She is a very regular, sincere seeker. So she asked me, told me one day after satsang, that time we were studying Dhruva Charitra of Bhagavad Mahapuran. She said, Swamiji, today you have sorted all the problems of my life. I said, very good. Do you know how? I said, I don't know. As long as you are happy, continue. I don't want to know. Why collect garbage? I'll tell you. All the Mahatmas tell, love everybody. But I am very sincerely telling you, I cannot love my mother-in-law. That was the biggest obstacle for me. So my sadhana was love. How can I love her? She is so terrible. She has destroyed my young life. Love her. I cannot love her. Even if God tells I do not love her. That kind of disliking. But today you have sorted my problem. I said, what was that? Tell me also, I will learn. You said, it is natural to have liking and disliking in our mind. It is not abnormal. It is natural. Then Bhagavan says, I am not telling from my head, Bhagavan Krishna. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dvesho vyavasthito. It is natural that we all have liking and disliking for something or somebody. Then tayoho vasham na agached. Don't get influenced by them. How do we get influenced? When we give a status of reality to that. Hey friends, where is the mother-in-law? Why worry about it? So, delete all that which disturbs you. That is spiritual practice. And then one day we will come to know the one who was disturbed, miserable, never existed. To summarize, there is only one way. Recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to go beyond illusion. You cannot change illusions. Cannot change. Why? Because they don't exist. And illusions appear under some set of conditions. See? If some child is good or bad, when we look at the child as my child, we will suffer. When we look at the same child and it is not our child, everywhere the same problem. So when the problem is for everybody, it's not a problem at all. So all mother-in-laws are problem for everybody. So relax. You are normal. Slowly, steadily, you will come out of these wrong notions of your life. Nobody can help us in this. We have to come out of it. In this manner, we walk the spiritual path. Then, what should be the conduct of the wise man? Conduct of the wise man is yam apretamanam tu manayanti samanitaha na manyamano manyeta navamanenu shajvaret. When he is respected, he should not start thinking he is someone great. When people don't respect, he should not start thinking himself he is the most unfortunate and bad. No. We are not great or bad because somebody tells us we know what we are. How simple it is. But normally, no, actually, I am Padma Shri. You can buy anything in this world. I tell you how these things catch us in life. In Detroit, many years before in Michigan, There was a gathering organized by Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and 3 persons were invited to talk. I was one, second was Sushil Muni, a Jain Mahatma, and third was one Dr. Rao from London, he was invited. So, the introduction, now, first of all, Swamiji will talk. I said, no, Muniji is elder, senior, more wise than me, he will talk. So Muniji spoke for about 15 minutes. Then he said, now hereafter, Swamiji will take over. We don't prepare and talk. So I took that thought and continued for 15 minutes. Then thereafter, now Mr. Rao has to talk. So he was introduced by the person. Now our most honorable speaker is Mr. Rao from Oxford. Excuse me, Dr. Rao. Now, do you think people appreciated that? You are demanding recognition. You know, the teacher says, if you are honored, don't think that you are worthy. It is their greatness that they are respecting you. Remember this principle I told? When you respect somebody, the one who extends the respect, he is benefited, not the one to whom respect is given. Therefore, yam aprayitamanam tu manayanti samanitaha. Even you do not expect, but you are respected. That doesn't mean you are great. And na manyamano manyeta. And if somebody is not respecting you, that doesn't mean you are disgusted. No, how does it matter? In short, we are not great because of somebody. We are not bad because of somebody. We know what we are. When Bhagavan Krishna was eating mitti in Gokul, so Yashoda Maya became angry and took a stick to hit him. So she became so angry and started abusing him. I think in the last life, you must have been a pig eating mitti. Bhagavan Krishna was worried. Did she recognize me? I only took the Varaha avatar. So immediately he opened the mouth, and the whole Brahmanda on this, she goes, no, everything is okay. But somebody tells us some bad name, we take it seriously because our question is, how they know? See, Maharaj, wisdom is this. So, na manya mano manyeta na avamane anushajvare. Now, up to here is the topic we have concluded. Now, last 2-3 verses. Loka svabha, this also we have done. Loka svabha vrittirhi nimeshonmeshavat sada vidvamso manayantiha iti vanneta manitaha. This is how the world is. Today you are appreciated, tomorrow you will be condemned. This is how the world is. With everybody this has happened in life. Therefore, those who are helping you, appreciating you, so it is their greatness, not because we are great. And adharma vidusha mudhaha lokashastra vivarjitaha, and those who do not have any knowledge, and if they are na manyam manayishanti, and if they do not respect you, they do not recognize you, don't worry, they do not know, they are ignorant. So you don't have to become disturbed. This is how the world is. Now, after having said this, the net result is we are at peace with ourselves. So this peace is the topic. Na vai manascha maunam cha sahitau vasada sada ayam manasya vishayo yasau maunasya tadviduhu. See? Mana and mauna. Mana is measurement. 4 महानगरों का तापमान, मान is measurement. 70 degrees, 80 degrees, this is not heat, this is measurement of heat. 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, this is not object, this is the measurement of space. 1 minute, 1 hour, this is not time, this is measurement of time. 10 kilos, 20 kilos, this is not an object, this is a measurement of the object. So, navi manascha maunascha sahitau vasatasada. So, when we are associating ourselves with the limitations, mana. What are the limitations? 3 limitations. Desha, kala, vastu. Desha, size, kala, time, and vastu, weight. When we fill in our form, what are the things? First of all, video, date of birth. Okay. Meaning what? Before that I was not there. Okay. What is the date of death expected? So 1. Then time we have measured ourselves. Before that I was not there. Then size. What is the size? Height and width. Oh, 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Space. What is the weight? 2 tons object. When we talk about ourselves, it is with reference to time, space and object. Na vai manascha maunamcha. I am manasya vishaya. I am jagat. This world is nothing but time, space and object. See friend, it's so simple. It can't be simpler than this. See? For that we told you a technique. First of all, learn. When we think, what exactly happens? Like in our Yoga Shastra, we are told that you should attain perfect control over the mind. Means what? First of all, we must know what is uncontrolled mind. Without knowing what is the uncontrolled mind, how can you control the mind? Unless you know what is the disease, how can you control the disease? Okay. The mind is disturbed. Means what? Find out. So we'll come to know. Disturbed mind is moving from place to place. Oh, last time we came to Sedona, it was good. But this place is also very nice, you know. Next year we'll think about something. So you are here, you are moving in the place. So disturbed mind is mind moves in places. Second thing, mind moves in time. When we were children, when I was studying. So mind moves in places, in time. And mind moves in objects. See? When he was small, he was loving me so much, he was listening to me all the time, mummy, mummy, mummy. But now marriage has happened, he wants to look at me. He has got everything, his wife. Object. Desha, kala, vastu. What is the disturbed mind therefore? Disturbed mind is that mind which is running in time, space and object. So what is the controlled mind? Patanjali Maharshi. Trayam ekatra sayyamaha. When the mind does not move in space, this practice is called a dharana. Hold the mind in one place. Best place is naturally our own spiritual heart. Hold the mind there. Just now, try. Keep the eyes open, don't close. Bring your mind to the center, spiritual heart. You can see the clear experience. You are saying everything, but you are somewhere else. See? Keeping the mind here, then you may look here and there. Observe. Try. Keep the mind here in your spiritual heart and move your neck and see everything. And see that experience. Your mind is not commenting on anything that is seen. Seeing is happening, but seer is not born. See, my friends, that is dharana. Then dhyana. The mind moves in objects and moves in places, then moves in objects. One time thinking about this, next time thinking about that. Instead of that, take only one object and keep that object in the same place where your mind is. So, for example, you keep in your spiritual heart where the mind is, say Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Now you will see, without an effort, your eyes will close. We are not doing Chitta Vritti Nirodh. It is happening. Then, third, mind is in one place on one object for a long period of time. This is Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. These three things together is called technically as Sayyama. Trayam Ekatra Sayyamaha. This is the meaning of yoga. Thereafter, in the third path of Patanjali Yoga Darshan, the teacher tells, such a mind, which is Sayyamita. This is the word used by Bhagavan Krishna. It's a technical term, not an average word. Sayyama, tasyam jagrati sayyami. Sayyami doesn't mean controlled mind. Sayyama means mind is totally gone. It is not running here and there. Empty mind. The contents of the place, the object, and the time are dropped. That empty mind is Paramatma. When such a Sayyamit mind, Tasyam Jagrati Sayyami, so the one who has this kind of mind, if he focuses that mind, it is free will, all the siddhis start appearing in his life. When such a mind is focused on intensely on your esophagus, Kantakupa, esophagus, then you conquer hunger and thirst. Because you have gone beyond the body, prana, everything. See, therefore, navi manasya maunamcha. So this mana is the area of prakriti, body, mind, prana, world. This is the one part of our life. Then maunamcha, mauna is you are not born to be disturbed. When mana stops influencing us, we come to the mauna. So, navi manasya maunam cha sahito vasata sada. So, mauna and mana, they do not remain together. If you are involved in the world too much, you will be divorced from your own divinity. If you are one with your divine nature, the world will not touch you. They two together cannot remain. See? Either you are a samsari or you are a wise person. Kabhi kabhi samsari, kabhi kabhi vaisa. It is not in part. Navai manascha maunam cha sahitau vasata sada. Mauna why? Because what is maunam? Mauna is if you are asked to think about flower, your mind will start thinking, so many flowers. That day we saw that flower morning, but evening it has gone. Then, now think of absence of something. What happens? That which is present in the absence of anything is mauna. But what happens? Even the absence disturbs us because we are still in the mind. We are not gone beyond the mind. One of my friend, once he came to me and I was doing some work. So I told him 5 minutes, let me finish this thing or else I forget. So he was sitting quiet. So instead of few minutes, it took 10 minutes. So he was sitting quiet. And the place where I was, it was so pin drop silence. No sound absolutely. And I was only with my laptop reading. My only work is editing. After that, I say, hey, I'm so sorry. I kept waiting. Swamiji, what a frightening silence. That day I discovered. Silence also frightens us. Those who are living near the railway track, they hate silence. See? Therefore, manancha navai manascha maunancha sahito vasata sada. So either you are abiding in the truth or you are lost in the prakriti. There is no halfway. No, when I am in meditation, then I do meditation. Thereafter, frustration. Therefore, all these people who do meditation, half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. Because they are doing meditation. Mauna is what? Living in meditation 24/7. That is Maunam. Mana is what? I do meditation for half an hour. So, for them, a meditation becomes an action. And for Mauna, meditation is an experience. There is one book, meditation, noun or a verb. When it is a verb, every action begins, remains, ends. When it is a noun, it always remains. Like the word love. I love him or her is an action. Mother does not love the child. She has love for the child. So, navai manascha maunam cha sahito vasata sada. Ayam manasya vishayaha. Ayam, this world, is manasya vishayaha. Here we are all the time talking in terms of what I get, what I don't get, whether success or failure, joy or sorrows. All this is what the world is. And asautu maunasya tadviduhu. Those who are abiding in the truth, they know it is the field of mauna. Therefore, mauna vyakhya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam varshishtante vasadrushiganaih avrutam brahmanishtaih acharendram karakalita chinmudramananda rupam swatmaramam mudita vadanam dakshinamurti mide. Mauna vyakhyanam. That which is revealed in the eloquence of silence is the truth. How it is revealed? Chinmudra. Take snuff. Chinmudra is this I who was doing sadhana, who was suffering, he dissolves in the Paramatma. And then the three conditioning through which Paramatma was expressing, as a result, I was born, he disappears. Like the wave is the I, when it disappears, where does it go? He goes nowhere because we are never there. Therefore, Nama Rupa Mithya. So this I who was born, how is born? Identification with the mind, prana and the body. Identification with the mind is having joy, I am happy. Misery, I am miserable. If the prana is having hunger or thirst, I am hungry or thirsty. If the body is old or young, I am old or young. When this I associates with these three, you are in the samsara. When this I dissolves in the source, you are Paramatma. Therefore, in deep sleep, we are nobody, body is not there. We are not hungry, thirsty, prana is not there. We are not happy, miserable, mind is not there. But we continue to be. What is to be done? So jao. Sleep. Maharaj, ayam manasya vishayam jaso manaso maunasya tadviduhu. Now, the 42nd verse. Shrirhi manartha samvasad sapi paripanthinim brahmi sudurlabha shrirhi prajnahine nakshatriya. Shrirhi manartha samvasad. When you are living in the material world, you will be successful and achieve a lot of prosperity. Shrirhi manartha samvasad sapi cha paripanthini. Paripanthini means lutera, the looters. When you have got lot of success in the world, you will never think about God. Like when the dream is going very well, the dream will never break. But when in the same dream accident happens, then the dream will. Therefore, prosperity in the outer world has nothing to do with your spiritual life. Because there is no end to it. And more and more and more. For what? See? Sapi paripanthinim. Then Brahmi sudrilabha shrihi. See? And the Shri, the prosperity which is Brahmi. When we are abiding in your divine nature, then it is extremely durlabha. It is very difficult. For whom? Prajnahinena. Those who are not abiding in their divine self, they can never understand the prosperity in spiritual experience. Prosperity is in the material world, whatever I want, I get it. In the spiritual world, I don't want anything. See the difference. That is why Tevile Anante Taishe Chirahave Chitti Asudave Samadhana. What is good for us, we don't understand. He knows. Therefore, Jo Tari Raha so Mari Raha. But we think, I think he has forgotten me. Yes, he has forgotten. So, Brahmi Sudurlama Shrihi Prajnahin Nakshatriya. But those who are Prajnahin, those who have never even thought of something higher, except the same thing. The house, the world, the family, the children, the prosperity, the going, do all that as Karnataka. Don't get entangled in that. You know how do we get entangled? When impressions are formed on the mind. Live in this world, but see that no impressions are formed. This is my sincere practice. Therefore, when I see the people, I don't remember their names. Now, our Ajit had come for that Kumbh Mela. He was with me. And I asked him, did you go to Kumbh Mela? No impression formed. I took his picture also. What is there to remember? Forgetting the world is remembering God. See, giving up the spatial status is to become common. Spatial status is north, east, west, south. Give up this thing, then space. See? So, Brahmi Sudurlabha Shrihi Prajnahinena Kshatriya. Therefore, Dvarani Samyak Pravadanti Santaha Bahu Prakarani Duracharani Satyarjave Rir Damashaucha Vidya Shanman Moha Pratibandakani. So, to enter this divine experience, the wise people tell that there are 6 doors. See? And they are to be practiced, those who want to enter the divine experience. Which are those? First is Satya. Satya means what? Satya means what? That which has never changed. What has never changed except our being? Everything has changed. Time has changed, places, philosophy, everything has. We are the same. Earlier we used to like this thing, now we don't like this thing, but we are the same. Earlier we were healthy, now we are unhealthy, but we are the same. Satya. Then Arjava. Arjava is straightforwardness, not becoming crooked. Simple. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Rujuta, what is called as. Then Re means having a shyful behavior. Not all the time. Humility, best way, humility. Humility. Then Dhamma is control over all our faculties, particularly Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas. So how to achieve this thing? Jnanendriyas, what they do? They indicate or get the worldly objects. Which are the worldly objects? Only two, name and form. So what is to be done? Dhamma, dekho suno mat bolo. Seeing is happening by ears and eyes, and talking is happening by mouth. So talking is Karmendriya, eyes and ears are Jnanendriya. So dekho suno, no problem, but no comment. Bolo mat, you are one with the divine. Then Dhamma, then Shaucha. Shaucha is external cleanliness plus internal purity of intentions. Shaucha is not only cleanliness, also internal purity. Hospitals are clean, they are not Shaucha. So Shaucha and Vidya, we have to spend our time in studying the scriptures, reflection, write. See, writing is a very important exercise. You read it, and when you have to write first sloka Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra Vacha, Dhru, like this or like this. It is a great experience. You have to write down. But now we can type it. Why write down? That involves, see, when you write and chant, your 3 faculties are involved. Writing, your Kriya Shakti is involved. And then you are chanting, your mind is involved. You are looking at, your knowledge is involved. In this manner, you become fully focused. This is the technique we use for chanting the Lord's name by the mala. When you chant the Lord's name by the mala, you move the beat towards yourself, that is, your body is involved. You chant, your speech is involved. And you are fully in that with your mind is involved. These 3 things come together, then the mind is controlled. This is what is called a Vidya. So, when these 3 things are come together, then they are the Shanmana Moha Pratibandhakani. Then Mana means the worldly things, and Moha means the delusion born out of a wrong association. They are stopped if the 6 qualities are cultivated in our life. With this, the first chapter of our Sanatsujatiyam is over. Now in the second chapter, he will be asking, kindly tell me what is Mana and the Mauna, that Dhritarashtra willing, we will see next time. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.